I call to order this April 23rd meeting of the North Allegheny School Board. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moving on to our calendar review. We met in executive session this evening to discuss a security and a real estate and a personnel matter, the trifecta. Tonight we have our regular voting meeting. On May 7th, we have a work session and also our Distinguished Achievement Awards, our 25-year employee recognition, and our NA Foundation Scholarship recipients recognition. On May 21st, we will have a regular voting meeting, and we will have our NA Empower annual report that night, and we will also recognize our NA Empower Expression Contest winners. Now we will move on to our speakers on voting items only. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on a voting item for up to 2 minutes? Okay, seeing none, we can move on to our approval of the minutes. Ms. Hardy.
Thank you, Mrs. Warner. This month, the board will vote on the minutes for the March 12th and March 19th, 2025 meetings, and I so move.
Second.
Any comments on the minutes? Seeing none, we are ready for the vote.
The vote is open.
I will be an aye. My computer is
Thank you.
on.
I'm a verbal aye as well.
Thank you. Ms. Hardy? Thank you. The vote is closed and passes unanimously.
Thank you. Now we will move on to our student activities report. Mr. Corona.
Thank you, Mrs. Warner. Julianne is not feeling well this evening. She did ask me to mention that she is currently organizing this year's Miles to Meals event. This fundraiser is dedicated to combating food insecurity while bringing people together through running. Over the past 2 years, Miles to Meals has raised more than $12,000 for the North Hills Community Outreach. At NASH, the National Honor Society is currently working on a mural in the place. I have personally witnessed their significant progress and work this year as I host my monthly luncheons in the place. I greatly appreciate all their work bringing their art to NASH and sharing it with us. Earlier this month, NASH hosted its annual Longest Table event where students and families came together to celebrate their cultures while sharing different types of foods and traditions. In addition to my report this month, I wanted to invite you all to my final luncheon as the school board representative on Thursday, May 15th. We always have a great turnout of students with different types of backgrounds and perspectives on issues impacting our school and community. I believe Mrs. Weinman has sent out the details, so if you'd like to attend, please let us know.
Thank you, Mr. Corona, for your report and the invitation. Now we will move on to our next item. Since we had the opportunity to discuss almost everything on our agenda this evening 2 weeks ago, I am going to propose a consent agenda. I would like to highlight a couple things. We have made some additional staff members were added to several existing HR items. Our workers' comp renewal item was updated from our last meeting, and the amount we agreed on was actually lower than the estimate in the previous agenda, so that's good news. Thank you to Ms. Tracy and the HR department. And we had a little bit of discussion on our sudden cardiac arrest policy 2 weeks ago, and we have made some minor de minimis changes to that, but it is still in our agenda to vote on tonight. We also have one brand new item on our agenda this evening, and that is the appointment of the assistant principal at Marshall. And I'm going to allow some time after our vote to comment on that if anyone wants, but if there's any board members who would like to comment on any item in this agenda right now. Okay, seeing none, would someone like to motion for a consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Oh yeah, now's when I ask for the questions. it is, no one had any questions, so Ms. Weidman, we are ready for the vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed and all items passed unanimously.
Thank you so much, Ms. Weidman. I don't know if anyone else would like to speak on this item, but Ms. Vanderzee, I'm so excited to welcome you as a North Allegheny assistant principal. We so appreciated you coming in and interviewing with us 2 weeks ago. You were fantastic. I've interacted with you a couple times, and your enthusiasm for education is obvious, even with just a couple minutes conversation with you. So congratulations. We're so welcome to have you here. And would anyone else like to make comments? Okay. So congratulations and welcome as the new assistant principal at Marshall Elementary. Now we will move on to our special reports by the board. Our legal counsel, you have submitted a electronic report.
That is correct. Thank you.
Thank you. So now we'll move on to the Citizens Advisory Committee and the North Allegheny Foundation reports. Dr. Sinkoviak.
The Citizens Advisory Committee conducted its last meeting of this academic year a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to thank all the members that really donated their time to helping the board make decisions on important items. The North Allegheny Foundation will be holding one of its most popular fundraisers of the year, the Taste of NA fundraiser, which will be held at Sorgel Orchards on May 21st. This is a ticketed event. Tickets are always in high demand, so I would encourage you to get your tickets now while they're still available. It's a very popular event. It's a fantastic event.
Thank you, Dr. Simkoviak. We'll have to make that tough choice between attending the North Allegheny School Board meeting or, or going to the Taste of NA. Next, we have Mrs. Blackburn with the A.W. Beatty Career Center report.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Warner. We are talking about the budget still and going to be voting on that soon, just like North Allegheny will be. And our other big news is our assistant executive director there, Dr. Watkins, who has been the assistant and been the principal there. He is going to be leaving, unfortunately. He's accepted an assistant superintendent position with the Grove City Area School District. So we're very thrilled for him. It's right by where he actually lives. But we're sad to have him leaving because he did a great job. And that is the report for this evening, but I expect to have a much fuller report next month because our meeting is tomorrow night.
Thank you, Mrs. Blackburn. And finally, we have our legislative report. Dr. Shaw.
Thank you, Mrs. Warner. All quiet this month in the legislative corner, and there's nothing to report.
Okay, thank you. Our next item on the agenda is speakers on non-voting items. There were no pre-registered speakers, but we still will allow anyone to speak on any topic for up to 2 minutes. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on any topic for up to 2 minutes? Okay, seeing none, we move on to our announcements and reminders. Do any board members have any announcements or reminders? All right. Seeing none, then we are adjourned.